That's nice. Feathered.
A little bit.
215 feathered.
Feels like I've hit this before.
That nostalgic feeling?
Yeah.
All day. Looks so easy.
215-ish.
I love the sound.
It sounds good. It feels really good too.
Strikes sound really solid. All right, guys, we're a little late to the party with this review today. Mizuno ST MAX. This is the year of the high MOI, Mikey. Lots of brands kind of putting all their marketing emphasis into why MOI matters, the retention of ball speed, the minimizing of misses, etc., etc. Mizuno has their own version of that in the ST MAX.
ST MAX, yep, 230. This PGA Showtime release.
It was.
And when we first looked down at it, obviously we're going to test fairway hybrid in the driver. We all look down at the driver, we're like, this sits a little open, it sits very clean. It doesn't look like some of the higher MOI stuff, you know, gets a little hooded and, you know, has that, I guess, draw bias shape to it. When we get to the driver, it sits very, very clean.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of Mizuno's hybrids and fairway wood shape. Really like it, they perform great. The driver shape I've always kind of thought, okay, you know, getting there. This is my favorite driver shape that Mizuno have ever made.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
It makes sense, the proportions of it, just the footprint of it. It's the right amount of everything. I think it might be a little bit more sort of compressed in its footprint. Obviously, bringing that center of gravity back a little bit, and you can see, you know, when we look at the sole of the driver, you know, we'll kind of overlay that and where they've positioned the mass right in the way back. It really looks to me like they've got the shape right.
Yeah, even in the driver looks great. The 3 wood sits, I mean, it sits perfect. When their first kind of ST line of woods came out a few years ago, you guys tested them, you're like, these things are unreal. Then we sold a boatload of them.
Yeah, we did.
They just sit super clean, but easy to get off the fairway, I think, anyways. So yeah, I know. Excited to see how the ST MAX line stacks up.
Me too. Plenty of adjustability. We can turn these guys down a couple of degrees from, obviously, the stated loft in the bottom. So we are going to play this down a little bit in loft. When the CG goes back, guys, when we get into these higher MOI clubs, it does typically create a little bit more spin. So if you are a little bit spin deprived in your ball flight and you could do with a bit more, these higher MOI clubs really are for you. A little bit less speed, same thing. Bit more launch, bit more spin, it'll really, really help. So Mikey, you don't really struggle with that, so we are going to turn the lofts down a little bit on that.
Yep.
And see how you go. Let's start with the hybrid at 19 turned open. 3 degrees, we're playing it at 17. All right, Billy Bunter, let's see where you are. You need a new club in this area of your bag. Your 7 wood is gone.
Yeah.
Your 5 hybrid is gone.
Yeah.
You
5 irons back in the bag.
Replacements.
The hybrid I enjoyed, but when playing in a bit of wind, do struggle with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will be interesting. This ST MAX, footprint-wise, is larger than the hybrid that I was playing.
Oh yeah.
And obviously sits a little bit more upright, but not the worst thing in the world.
Okay, let's hit a few and see what we get. Ease of use is the premium here. That's nice. Feathered. 215 feathered.
Feels like I've hit this before.
That nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep. No, it feels good.
I think for anyone looking for, I don't think this is aimed at a high handicapper at all.
No, I mean, that's I don't know, that's like a Healy miss. They're okay strikes, but they're cutting back, obviously. And I mean, I'd take that 100 feet in the air.
All day. Looks so easy.
215-ish.
I love the sound.
It sounds good. It feels really good, too.
Strikes sound really solid. Give me a couple more. That's nice. That's super neutral there. It's impressive.
Yeah, it is good. It's really nice. And it's playing down closer to 17 degrees, we said.
All right, Mikey boy. Good performance with the
easy find.
The hybrid. That's a dream, that little thing.
This thing looks very good. That has no business what it just did. Scrapey.
Yeah, really nice. Love that flight.
No. Ugh.
Good strike, just a little.
The path is
Well,
so
out
bad.
with the path, yeah. Better.
Yeah.
Nice adjustment.
I taught myself this little pause thing at the top. Sometimes it works. Right,
Strike's
that's
looking-
good.
He's looking pretty good with that. Okay, let's see some of the big stick.
Hey, this driver looks bigger than 460cc, and I know it's not, but you know, confidence inspiring is great. It sits upright, which I like the look of a driver that sits upright, but super square.
Yeah. Pretty good. Certainly low-ish on the spin there.
Yeah, I was right off the top of the crown.
Okay. Pretty good. 16 launch, 17 spin, lost the ball speed on the high strike. Very high dynamic lie angle, like you said. Quite good for you that it starts at a little bit more left. Anyone who struggles with the left start line. Very low in spin, isn't it?
Yeah. But 14 launch at 16, like 16 might look low, but I'd take 1600 over 9,000 RPMs of spin, which is the normal.
1700 over 3300.
Yeah.
Good.
Healy.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of more looking at launch conditions. Like, spin didn't get away from you there at all. Still got out there 270. 13.7 at 2100. Good. Really good. All right, Mikey boy. Pretty much green lights impressive across the board.
Yeah.
The little hybrid was so easy for you to hit. Those numbers are immaculate.
Ball speed off that hybrid was good.
Yeah. Look at the standard deviation on spin.
So tight.
Really good sort of carry. Not a lot of rollout, which is what we want. 3-wood is starting to tick up in speed a little bit. 14 launch, 3200. Again, right in that nice window.
And that's definitely higher spin than the 3-wood that I currently. I kind of see like 2800 and lower launch, but yeah, to get 230 out of it was nice.
Now, we are obviously turning the loft down on all of these, trying to kind of keep the launch and spin in the windows where you like it. So it just, for players who want more spin or players of lesser speed, play it at standard, you'll be just
for
fine.
sure.
You'll be
Absolutely
fine. ST MAX driver, 147, 14 launch, 1900. You really were maxing out on those launch conditions.
Yeah,
You really
there
were.
were some high launch, low spinners out there, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good driver. It's confidence boosting. It's bigger, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's not bigger. It's still 460, but it looks bigger. Right. Maybe I was expecting a fraction more ball speed out of it. Like I hit it a couple decent ones, and I hit a couple like squirrely ones.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to compare it, maybe all the Mizuno drivers together and see if there is a ball speed drop from the Max. But good driver for sure. Definitely more upright. Goes a little bit more to the left, which I like.
One thing I normally see with modern golf clubs, when you stray high in the head, the ball speed is the first thing to go. You'll maximize in the launch conditions, as you did here. Good launch and spin, had your little kind of fade flight going, really nice. But yeah, that's a little bit less on ball speed than we would normally see you at, but I do think it's a byproduct of the
high launch
low
strike.
spin. I do think it probably comes out in the wash a little bit in terms of the distance that it goes. You could hit it a little bit lower in the face. You could get the ball speed into the 150s. But I don't think you'll launch it as high and you won't spin it as low.
Yeah,
so, in terms of a trade-off, it's performing really nicely. Vosh said something really great about these this ST MAX line. And he basically said, without retaining the characteristics, the high performance characteristics of these clubs, a few points in MOI are irrelevant, really. We've been saying that about these high MOI, 10K, whatever, these sort of clubs are. We've been saying that for basically since the start of the season. Being a 10K driver is no good if it it's not the right driver for you.
Yeah.
That's why they have to ultimately be fit. That's why they still have to have all the performance and design characteristics, core tech, you know, that we've got in this line. You know, lots and lots of other things baked into it. You know, we can pull center of gravity back and we can make it really, really high MOI, but it's not the be all and end all. That's not the fix.
No, for sure. I would say for all the higher MOI stuff that I've looked at or we've tested or I've hit personally, I would say this goes, in my opinion, neck and neck with the PXG above the other high MOI drivers. I like the look of it. The cosmetics are nice. It doesn't look like, maybe it's an ego thing. It doesn't look like you know, that Game Improvement hooded claw, you know, big old driver. It's big for sure, but it's very sleek. It looks like, I mean, anyone could use this driver, which is nice.
Well, it's interesting you should say that about where it ranks in your order, because you are going to test it in a high MOI bracket.
Yeah, great.
So we're going to have QI10 Max, we're going to have Ping 10K, we're going to have this, we're going to have Black Ops. Any of them that are considered in this sort of super high MOI range, we're going to put them against one another. We done it in the bracket, we done it in the 100-mile-an-hour bracket with Yemen, and this will be a fun one for you to do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Let's
see what comes out on top.
Let's see. Okay. Good stuff. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Wee bit late to the party with the ST MAX review, but it was well worth the wait. Really, really impressed with this line. I personally think it's my favourite line to date from Mizuno from an overall looks and performance standpoint. I think from a wide consumer standpoint, this is probably the line that I would say would appeal to the most people that Mizuno have ever came out with. It's certainly in my time. I absolutely love this. I love the versatility. I love the adjustability. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I think they've really nailed the looks of them as well. I think they look really sharp.
Yeah, home run with it.
Definitely. Great stuff. Okay, high MOI 10K bracket coming to you guys soon. Stay tuned for more, and we'll be back again soon.